Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and join the family because I would love to have you here. So as you can see from the title below, today I'm going to be diving into my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. It is ending on April the 11th, so I thought I would share some of my old favorites / new things I've been liking for makeup and skincare. So yeah, with that being said, we're going to dive straight into this video because I already know this is going to be a lengthy one. Alright, so we're going to start off with skincare first because I only have a few products to recommend for you guys. And we're going to start off with toner. I have this one from Ren Clean Skincare. This is their Ready Set Glow Daily AHA Tonic. When I tell you guys, I've been through maybe like 4 or 5. I can't even keep count of how many of these toners that I went through. They are so good if you are looking for a good brightening toner. And it also works as a gentle exfoliant. So it's really a 2-in-1 product. Everyone that I have recommended this toner to has fallen in love with it. You can instantly tell once you apply it onto the skin that the skin just looks so much more brighter and refreshed, but you will experience just a little bit of a tingling sensation when you apply it. But if you have sensitive skin, with all of the skincare products and even makeup products, always make sure you just do like a little bit of a patch test so you can see how your skin reacts to it before you use it all over the face. And all of the skincare that I'm recommending to you today is part of Clean Beauty at Sephora, so it's really good for your skin. So next up, we're gonna talk about serum. And if you guys have been following me for a long time, you already know how many times I've talked about this serum. I've been mentioning it for years. So if I haven't convinced you yet to try the Caudalie Vino Perfect Radiance Serum, I don't know what we're doing here, sis, okay? Because the way I've been raving about this as my favorite serum to use to clear up my hyperpigmentation, just to give me that really even, flawless, radiant complexion, this right here is what you need in your life, period, okay? I'm telling you, when you're consistent with this serum, whether you have dark spots, hyperpigmentation, dull skin, whatever, it will really help to reduce the look of that. Having a good skincare routine will create a better makeup application. So this is the best time in my eyes to take advantage of the sale and pick up the serum, give it a try. The next product I want to recommend to you guys is also from Caudalie. Now this right here is a mask that you need in your life, okay? I feel like everything that I'm recommending to you today is what I would recommend you need in your life. Let's be honest. You guys know I love a good self-care Sunday. So on the weekends, I like to put on a good mask just to really treat your skin, you know what I mean? And this is Caudalie's Vino Perfect Glycolic Peel Mask. As you can see, it's well loved, guys. So I've been really using it and really enjoying it. And everything in the Vino Perfect collection just focuses on brightening and just bringing that luminosity back into your skin. So to me, this is always a winner to use to just, you know, continue to target and treat that hyperpigmentation. Lastly, for skincare, we're going to talk about this eye cream, which is my absolute favorite. Surprisingly, I always used to say I don't really have a favorite eye cream, but when you reach for something every single day for like a year, I think it's pretty much a sign that it is your favorite. And that is what this Belief eye cream has become for me. And this is their Moisturizing Eye Balm. Guys, when I tell you, if you have dry skin, you need this eye cream in your life. My under eye just absorbs it and it just looks so nice and hydrated and dewy, especially during the winter when my under eyes were getting extremely dry. This right here was a lifesaver, and I especially love the look that it gives to my under eyes when I go ahead and apply concealer and set it. I can visibly tell the days that I don't use this eye cream, the difference underneath the eye when I set it with powder. Like I can just tell it looks more drier, if you know what I mean. Alright, so now let's talk makeup, and I want to go into order of how I do my makeup routine, if that makes sense. So we're gonna start off with brows, and I knew immediately when it came to recommending a brow product that I needed to put you guys onto this brow pen the minute that I started to really like it. I want to shout out Bree from Benefit Canada who actually put me onto this brow pen. It has changed everything for me. You guys already know I am a huge fan of the Precisely My Brow pencil, but this, I cannot believe I'm gonna say it, tops it for me. Now this is Benefit's Brow Micro Filling Pen, and I use the shade Deep Brown. When you go ahead and just take the brow pen and create those hair-like strokes, it looks so natural, so pretty, guys. You can create the most natural, feathered looking brow with this, as well as create a more dramatic, defined brow. So I like that I can get, you know, the best of both worlds depending on my mood with my brows. And I love to top it off with the 24-hour brow setter. This is the clear brow setter from Benefit as well. This is by far the best brow gel I have ever tried. I continue to go through this like nobody's business, and even when I'm running errands, I just brush this through my brows so that my brows look nice and neat, because my brows tend to flop over, and it just makes me feel a little bit better. With no makeup on and your brows are neat, you just feel feel a little more put together. I don't know if it's just me, let me know in the comments, but I honestly feel like anything from Benefit for your brows is always gonna be a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. But yeah, this brow pen and this brow gel, thank me later, okay? So next up, we're gonna go into primer, and there's two primers that I really wanted to put you guys onto today. The first one is from Laura Mercier. This is their Pure Canvas Blurring Primer. If you're regulars here on my channel, you've seen me talk about this primer a lot. It's my favorite primer to literally, as it says, blur my texture. If you have dry textured skin and there's certain areas like dry patches or any sort of form of texture that you want to just smooth out before you go in with the rest of your foundation routine, you're going to really love this. Next primer that I want to mention to you guys, I kind of discovered in my previous video. If you watch my full face of Rare Beauty, you know that I tried this for the first time with you guys on camera, and I literally became obsessed, okay? This is Rare Beauty's Illuminating Primer, and I love a product that actually lives up to its name, okay? This gives you such a stunning, disrespectful glow from within, okay? I honestly feel like I can't wait to try it with their tinted moisturizer or any tinted moisturizer just to see how beautiful it looks with a lightweight finish. If you're looking for a glowy primer, this one is it, and I feel like it's really key to achieve that whole clean beauty look, if you know what I mean. So now we're gonna dive into foundations and tinted moisturizers. So for tinted moisturizers, this is the one that I really wanted to put you guys onto. This is by Smashbox, and this is their Halo Healthy Glow all-in-one tinted moisturizer. It has SPF 25, and I'm in the shade Tan. Guys, this looks so beautiful on the skin. It's not too glowy, it's not matte. It's the perfect in between, if that makes sense. I will try to use it in a video in the future so you guys can see what it looks like on the skin. And it does not oxidize. It has really good staying power, which is perfect. So make sure you guys go ahead and check this out. Now for foundations, I wanted to put you guys onto two foundations that I have been really loving lately. Let's start off with this one because this one has been trending all over TikTok. If you know, you know. I'm actually wearing it today, and it looks absolutely stunning on the skin. And this is Makeup Forever's HD Skin Undetectable Stay True Foundation, and I'm in the shade 3Y46. And as you can see, my face is giving very much perfection, it's giving very much flawless. So the proof is in the pudding. I kind of wanted to use it today so you guys can actually see what it looks like on my skin because I haven't done a video with it yet. The only thing that I've noticed is if you're someone who has hyperpigmentation, you're definitely going to want to go in with a color corrector and go on top of it with this foundation because it does tend to oxidize. So that's my little advice for you guys. Go in with a color corrector and then you will have the perfect outcome. And then for a day-to-day, sheer it out and it will give you very much of a flawless my skin but better look. And for the next foundation, we have the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Foundation. This one is absolute perfection, and I'm in the shade 380W. I honestly don't even know where to begin with this foundation because it's incredible. You can have a sheer, medium to full coverage finish with this foundation. It will never disappoint. It does not oxidize right away, so it has really good longevity if you're looking for a foundation that just stays in place. This is that girl, okay? It's not gonna turn gray on you. It's not gonna do any of that. Selena knew what she was doing when she came up with this formula, period, okay? So now let's talk concealer, and there's only one concealer that I want to put you guys onto today, and it's by Dior, and this is Dior's Forever Skin Correct Concealer, and I love using the shade 4W. It looks so natural on me. I'm so surprised that I actually have been loving this concealer more than my Too Faced Super Coverage Concealer. It just gives me the same amount of coverage, but it's a lot more lighter on the skin. Honestly, out of all the makeup products that I'm putting you guys onto today, if I had to really pick one for you guys to pick up, it would be this concealer. That's how much I love it, okay? Alright, so next we're gonna dive into powder. Now, I won't spend too much time on this category because I feel like setting powders are pretty self-explanatory. They have one job to do, which is to set your face, set your under eyes, period. All right, so the first setting powder that I really wanted to put you guys onto is by Rare Beauty, and this is their Soft Radiance powder. I use the shade Light Medium, and as you can tell, it is a loose setting powder, but it is perfect to set underneath the eyes as well as your whole entire face. Now, it does have some radiance in it, if you know what I mean. Not necessarily like a shimmer, but you do see that it is more of a glowing setting powder. So if that is something that you're not looking for, then this one might not be for you. Underneath the eyes, it does not look crazy to me at all. And if you have dry skin, I think it actually makes your under eyes look better. 10 out of 10, definitely would recommend. Now the next powder that I'm putting you guys onto is a compact powder, but I prefer to use this powder only underneath the eyes, simply because this shade number 2 medium is too light for me to use on my whole entire face. But then the shade number 3 tan, I believe it's called 3 tan, that shade is too dark for me to use on my whole entire face. So I'm kind of stuck in an awkward spot when it comes to this setting powder. But this is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is their Airbrush Flawless Finish setting powder. It is really well loved and raved about when it comes to the beauty community. I'm just hella late.com to trying it, but it is insanely stunning underneath the eyes. It looks good on my under eyes. It looks beautiful on more mature skin. It is really such a versatile setting powder. I'm just praying that Charlotte Tilbury will extend the shade range so that we can have more shades to set the rest of our face. Now the last setting powder that I'm going to put you guys onto is another compact powder. This is by Nars, and this is their light reflecting pressed setting powder. Now this powder is perfect to set your whole entire face. I wouldn't necessarily use it underneath the eyes, but it's a really good powder to keep in your purse for touch-ups, or just if you want to set the rest of your face. Now for me, since I do have dry skin, like I always mention to you guys, I'm always looking for setting powder that won't have my face looking super cakey. That is not cute. We are not looking for that. So this right here will not do you wrong, sis, okay? It's gonna have you looking like chef's kiss. And I believe they came out with 4 shades in this powder, I'm not sure, but this is another powder, just like I said with the Charlotte Tilbury, that I hope and pray that they extend the shade range, because it is too beautiful to be that limited, okay? All right, so with how I do my makeup, the next step would be bronzer in my routine. And I feel like this bronzer, you guys have heard me talk about it so many times, so I won't bore you and continuously explain why I love it. If you know, you know. But this is Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Matte Bronzer. Words cannot describe the love that I have for this bronzer. The shade I always go in with is 3 Tan. It is the perfect sun-kissed pigmented bronzer. It is ginormous, so it's gonna last you so long. You're gonna have a good amount of product for a while. And the next bronzer I want to put you guys onto is by Ilia Beauty, and this is their Night Light Bronzing Powder. I'm in the shade Novelty. Now this bronzer I would recommend more for those days that you're going for more of a natural makeup look. It is not a bronzer that's gonna be heavy on the skin, if that makes sense. If you're more of a soft, clean makeup, no makeup look kind of girl, this is the bronzer that you need in powder form for sure. But in cream form, I would recommend the Rare Beauty Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick. I can get away with using the shade Always Sunny and True Warm. You can sheer it out to be a beautiful, flawless finish, or you can build it up to be more pigmented. I just feel like there's nothing bad to say about it. If you love cream products, this one is for you, sis, okay? Now moving on to blush, and as you guys know, I'm a newer member to the blush committee, okay? I never used to be a blush girl, but now I absolutely love the look of blush, and I feel like we've all went through that phase of not liking blush. So I have a powder blush as well as a cream that I wanted to put you guys onto that I've been really loving lately. So for cream, I've been really loving this formula from LYS Beauty. It is a Black-owned brand in Sephora. That alone should make you want to go ahead and purchase their products, okay? Now this cream is so pretty on the skin, guys. It goes over powder perfectly, so you're not going to have any issues applying it on top of a powder. Now this is their High Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush, and the shade that I really like to go in with is Inspire, but I believe there's another shade that I really like as well, but I will make sure to mention that in the description box. But this shade is just so pretty. It's kind of similar to what I have on my cheeks right now, but I didn't go in with this cream powder today. If you like more of like orangey reddish undertones for your blush, you're gonna really like this blush, and you're gonna really like the formula if you like a cream finish. So for the powder, this is the palette that I really wanted to put you guys onto from Nars. This is their Afterglow Cheek Palette, and I am wearing this shade right over here on the cheeks today. As you can see, it is just so pretty on the skin. I also really like going in with this shade on the cheeks. It looks so pretty. I love using this shade as like an inner corner highlight, and this one looks like a really nice highlight on the cheeks. It's more bronzier for me, but you know, I feel like I can get away with it if I mix the two, you know? And I honestly feel like Nars really kills it when it comes to their blushes, guys. The pigment and the way that they blend onto the skin is absolutely beautiful. So this palette is definitely one to look out for. So now we're gonna dive into highlight, literally one of my favorite categories when it comes to makeup, because you guys know I love a good glow. I have 2 highlights that I really wanted to put you guys onto. One is a liquid and one is a powder. And I don't know if you guys can notice, but I've been trying to give you more options of cream and powder powder formulas because I know not everybody likes to use powders and I know not everybody likes to use cream formulas. So I'm trying to give you guys options depending on what type of makeup lover you are, okay? For cream slash liquid, this highlight is what you need to try from Fenty Beauty, and this is their Liquid Kilowatt Fluid Freestyle Highlighters, and the shade that I'm holding right now is Hustler Baby 2.0. It looks very similar to the powder one on the cheek, which is my ultimate favorite highlight from Fenty, okay? I just used it so much that I would hit pan every single time. If you're looking for a really beautiful liquid highlight that has a great shade range, Fenty does not disappoint. I mean, what do you expect? It's Fenty. They always come through with the shade range and inclusivity, okay? Now for powder highlight, oh my gosh, guys, the way I'm obsessed with this powder highlight, I could talk about it for days, but I'm gonna try to mention it real quick for you. And this is by Dior. If you guys watch my tutorial, I think it was like a soft glam that makes you feel like an it girl. And when I applied it on my cheeks, when I say I was literally shook at how it looked on my cheeks. I remember even my friend Jenna, when she was watching my video, she's like, girl, what the hell? That highlight looked absolutely incredible on you. And the great thing about Dior Beauty is that instantly when you think Dior, you think it's gonna cost like an arm and a leg. But surprisingly, their makeup is very decent. Like, it is equivalent to a lot of brands in Sephora in my eyes. Like, it's not crazy expensive. Like, I don't know why I was expecting their products to be like from $100 to $200 each, but it's very doable. So I feel like, sis, if you cannot get you a Dior bag, get you some Dior makeup, put that in your purse. It makes you feel a little bit more luxe, okay? It makes you feel a little more grown woman. When you pull out that Dior Beauty Compact and you're just touching up on your makeup, I'm telling you, man, it has you feeling yourself. Okay? I know from experience. Wait, before I actually forget, I'm the worst. Let me actually mention the name of the highlight to you guys. This is the Dior Forever Couture Luminizer. Try it and thank me later. That's all I gotta say. Alright, so the next category we're gonna go into is lip liners. I'm gonna cover this really quickly because I feel like lip liners are pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna tell you like my favorite shades and formulas of lip liners that I like to grab at Sephora. First off, we have Huda Beauty's lip contour in the shade Rich Brown. It's a beautiful intense brown on the lip, and what I really like about this lip liner is how creamy it is and how it glides onto the lips. I feel like it's very similar to the M Cosmetics lip liner in that sense of how creamy it is, and it has like a sharpener at the bottom. Now the next lip liner that I feel like you definitely need in your life, now this is more of like a pencil sharpened formula, whereas the other one is more of like a cream, you roll it up, if that makes sense. But the shades that I really like from Charlotte Tilbury is the shade Foxy Brown, which is more of like an understated brown, and then the shade Intense is more of like a dark brown similar to the Huda Beauty lip contour, if that makes sense. So I think you guys would really enjoy both. The last lip liner I have is from Buxom. I don't have the shade that I want to put you guys onto today because I can't find it, but I just wanted to still show you guys what the packaging looks like. And this is their Powerline Plumping Lip Liner, and the shade that I normally like to go in with is Creamy Chocolate, and it's very similar to the shade from Huda Beauty, the lip contour in the shade Rich Brown. Most of the shades that I'm putting you guys onto are very similar. It's a nice chocolate brown, okay? The name speaks for itself. It is a creamy chocolate brown, but it does give like a little bit of a plumping effect. Just a little plump, not something crazy. You get like a cute pout, if that makes sense. It's so pretty. But yeah, those are the 3 or 4 lip liners that I would recommend to you guys. So we're still gonna be in the lip category right now. I wanted to put you guys onto a lip oil and a lip gloss that I've been really loving lately. This lip oil I've been using every single day, whether I have no makeup, whether I have full face makeup. And this is one of those products that did also heavily trend on TikTok. And at first I wasn't sure if it would be worth the hype for me to purchase, but thankfully I got the opportunity to try it through my Dior sponsorship, and I've been hooked ever since. Like, I actually really love it, guys. Every time I'm filming, when you guys see at the beginning of my videos when I have no lipstick on, this is what I go in with now, because I personally like to have my lips looking nice and moisturized and dewy. So I love going in with a lip oil, and this one has been the one that I've been using in every single video as of late. And this is Dior's Lip Glow Oil, and this is in the shade Mahogany. Now, just by how it looks in the packaging, you might think, oh my god, that's gonna be too dark on the lips, but I'm telling you, just check out my recent video, my Rare Beauty video. I was using that at the beginning when I had no makeup on, and it's very natural, and that's what I like for a day-to-day. It doesn't have an intense hue of color as it looks in the packaging, so don't be deceived and nervous about this shade, okay? But it's just really pretty. I will definitely be continuing to purchase this because the way this lip oil has me in a chokehold, I will never stop using it. Now next we have the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Heat. I feel like everybody loves the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, but I've been especially really loving the Gloss Bomb Heat, which is the more plumping formula. I never thought I would be a lip plumping girl, but the way this has my lips looking, it just looks so good. It gives you like a nice little pout, but it's not anything crazy. So I would say just give it a try and you might be surprised at how much you enjoy it. I've been really loving this shade in particular though. This is the shade Fussy Heat. It's so pretty. It's like the perfect pink. But yeah, that brings me to the end of my lippy category. So really quickly, I just wanted to talk to you guys about lashes and my favorite lash adhesive. If you guys are loyal watchers here on my channel, then you already know most of the time I'm going in with Velour Lashes, especially their vegan luxe lashes. These are my favorite lashes from them, guys. You can wear them up to like 40 times and they still look brand new and amazing, especially if you care for them. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of your lashes. And that's coming from someone who is constantly doing makeup content, guys. So if it lasts a long time for me, these lashes will last a long time for you. Now, my favorite lash adhesive is also from Velour Lashes. I have very sensitive eyes, guys, and I used to use the dual lash glue religiously, but then after a while it started to burn my eyelids and create a dark brown line. So you gotta really be careful with your lash glue. The minute that you notice some weird sensations on your eyelids, stop using it, okay? Do not play around with your eyeballs like that, okay? So this one by Velour is my favorite, and I really like this white one because it's clear. But yeah, Velour just has a special place in my heart. I just love their lashes. And we have finally made it to the last category in this video. If you have made it all the way to this part, thank you for hanging in there, alright? I'm trying to go as fast as I can so I don't bore you guys. But yeah, the last category that I'm talking to you guys today is setting sprays. So I wanted to share my favorite 3 setting sprays at the moment, and each one serves a different purpose. So I'm gonna explain that to you guys right now. The first one I'm gonna start off with is by Rare Beauty, and this is their Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Prime and Set setting spray. Now this setting spray is a newer purchase of mine, and I used it to set my face today. I feel like it's a really good setting spray to refresh the face, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if you want everything just settle into the skin really nicely, get rid of that powderiness on your face, you're gonna really like this one. And I just like the fact that it has no shimmers or anything. It's just gonna keep everything looking natural, and you don't even need to drench your face in this setting spray and it will have your skin looking amazing. But yeah, I kind of feel like it's like a refresher, if that makes sense. Now if you're looking for a setting spray that is going to lock in your makeup all day long, I'm talking about underneath your mask, it's not going anywhere. It is not transferring. It is not moving in the heat. It is staying put. This Milk Makeup one is the one you need, okay? This is their Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Now, if you're really in tune with the TikTok beauty space, this is another product that went viral as well. And people were just showing how it is absolutely transfer proof. Like you can just put on a full face of makeup and it's not going onto your mask at all. Its staying power is insane. I mean, they don't call it a hydro grip for nothing because the way it grips your makeup on, it's not going nowhere, okay? And it's also the setting spray that I would recommend if you're traveling, and it does not have any shimmer or anything. And now the last setting spray that I'm gonna mention to you guys is for my girls who like to set their face but also love a glowy dewiness to their setting spray. Like if you like a little shimmer in your setting spray, this is the one, okay? I would recommend this setting spray more for my dry skin girls, because if you have oily skin, I don't think you're gonna really like it. I think you would prefer more the Rare Beauty and the Milk Makeup one, to be honest. But this is Iconic London's Prep Set and Glow setting spray, and the shade that I have today is Original, and they also have a deeper shade as well, which I love. You guys always ask me a lot of the times, like, how do you get your base to look like skin? It is the setting spray and the Milk Makeup one, to be honest, because it has the same effect, but this one will give you that dewiness too. So if you like a shimmer, if you like a glow, this one is beautiful, and I feel like it's so good for special occasions as well. If you're going to a wedding, a graduation, or anything, and you just want to look like glow from within, this is so beautiful, okay? And also for those of you guys who don't like a highlighted look, just to add some dewiness to the skin, I think you will really like this one. That brings me to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure you subscribe and join the family, because I would love to have you here. Turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my uploads, and also comment in the comment section below what you're going to be picking up at the Sephora VIB sale, because if there's some products that I didn't mention today that you want to put me onto, please do. Sharing is caring, okay? Let's discuss in the comments and let me know if there's anything from today that you're interested in picking up as well. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys in my next video.